Oh, yeah, UMSC. Yes, haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Wild. How you doing, Wild? Mary, Kathy Smith, jumping right in. Alex, Raw, Heather, Rose Parker. Yes. Rachel. Yeah, USMC Mike. Oh, happy to see you. Very happy to see you, pal. Yes. Taylor. Wow, Rachel, back again. Tessa. Good morning, good morning. Yes, yes. Yes, welcome to the family. Here we are, Palm Sunday morning. Early, early, early. Early for many of you that are in California or the Midwest. All right. We're a little bit after 11 a.m. here in New York. And there's my Mike, my buddy, my brother-in-law's brother. Happy to see you, Mike. Happy Palm Sunday. Happy birthday to you. It's Kit Kat's birthday. How you doing, Kit Kat? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We are celebrating our mod Kit Kat all morning today for her wonderful, wonderful person that she is. And we love her. And we're going to be saying happy birthday to you all day today, Kit Kat. All right? You like my balloons that I made for you? You like those balloons? Huh? What do you think about the balloons? Hey, you know, we try. I got my little doggies over there, the heinies, those heinies that you're always sending, Uncle Glenn, around the, gathering around the fire hydrant there. You know, it's like, you know, on the corner where you live, you know, it's like the fire hydrant. Let's hang out with the boys. They're all hanging out by the fire hydrant. I entertain myself. I'm sorry. Hey, if you're new here, I'll explain. I just wanted everyone to see that it is our Kit Kat's birthday today, who we renamed now in the street on our battle night. She's one of our capos, and she is Catastrophic. Catastrophic Kit Kat. Yeah. So we're giving you your birth name today. All right? You got your birth name for the street, Kit Kat. All right? That's how we're doing it. And we'll ask you how old you are. All right? 21 plus, right? How old are you today? 21 plus, right? Yes. All right. Well, what are we cooking for Kit Kat today? All right? I'll tell you what's on the menu. All right? So we got a good shot of that. Let's move that away. And here we are. Got Nornie's apron on. All right. Hey, Nornie. Apron's about probably over 100 years because she died when she was like 97 or 98. And she had this apron when I remember her cooking for us when I was growing up. I don't know how old this thing is, but it was made in Italy. It even says here, Prodotto in Italia. All right, this was made in Italy. So my sister found this in the drawer. All right, and when she found it, we saw pictures with Nornie cooking in it, and so I wear it on Sundays now. That's my Sunday get up. Unless I'm doing something that I never did before, then I've got to obviously throw on Kit Kat's apron. All right? So here's what we're making. You guys want to know, or you want to just chit-chat a little? First of all, let me just introduce myself for those who are coming in. I'm Uncle Glenn, and this is Fall Into Flavor. We have had this cooking show going on since the end of season 1 of Farm to Table to Soul. and we've been in the kitchen. We've had a great time. If you're new here, just hit that follow button and become part of the family. Let me be your uncle, and you'll be part of these 38,000 plus family members that we have. All right? So that's all you got to do. We hang out. We have a good time. We started now, Farm to Table to Soul, Season 2. We're in the 4th episode of it. Okay? Oh, whoa! What the galaxy? Who's Mezzo? Oh, Mezzo morning, galaxy, Mezzo forte. Oh, yeah. Ooh, gives me little chills to get going early. All right. And then, so we have Farm to Table to Soul, which is starting Season 2. We're in our 4th episode. We're at this is the 100th episode of Fall Into Flavor. 100. That's how many we've done here. All right. And we have a new segment once a week at 9 p.m. at night. We'll probably be on Thursday or Friday night. And that is The Family After Dark. We had our premiere on Friday night. And oh, was it fun? Was anybody on here that had a good time or what? Huh? Yeah, I got to tell you, that was, I get dressed up for the part. We're playing the street game. We have our capos, our soldiers, our made men and women. All right. And we went into battle. And let me tell you what fun it was. I had a great time. All right. So, all right, let's get cooking here. We're going to start today. I have to let me just do this, get my coffee warmer on. And by the way, if you see anything as we're cooking, I use everything. And I've got a lot of my products in my TikTok shop. So I'm not going to be showing you specifically anything. But if there's something that we're using that you might need, go in there, take a look at it. Okay? All right. I'm going to have a little sip of my Bloom. All right? My energy, get me going. I'm waking up. Dirt road in the house. Cole. This gives me a little boost. Gets Uncle going. All right. We're starting with a pizza dough, okay? We're going to review it. We're going to make it from scratch. If you want to see how we do it, hang around. It's going to take, we're going to be doing everything today. I'll tell you what we're making. We're going to make a pizza dough. We're going to use that pizza dough for a sausage, peppers, and onion roll that we're going to make later with mozzarella. Then we're making, for Kit Kat's birthday, we're making a German chocolate cake. I never did it before. Kit Kat, look out. I don't know how this is going to come out for your birthday. All right? So we're going to try that. And that's kind of complicated because there's a lot of steps to it. So we're going to try that. And we're doing it live. So there's no second chances. We get one shot at it. I never did it before. I'm not a chef. I'm just an old guy, likes to cook, loves to eat, and loves being with the family. So if you want to watch me fail, that's what I try to do. The only other option is to succeed. And you want to know something? We succeed a lot. So that's what we're doing. All right, next thing. I'm making, I have chicken. I'm bringing dinner over to my sister's. So she wanted to have something like a lemon garlic chicken. I figured, I know her husband loves a scarparella, but he likes it in a certain way. So I think that I'm making that. I'm going to do it with chicken parts. I'm doing it with the wings. I have legs and I have thighs. So what I want to do is season those up. I want to get them cooked in the oven, nice and dry, crispy. Maybe finish it on the barbecue to get that char. And then we're going to add a white wine lemon garlic sauce on it to absorb with some potatoes, mushrooms, onions, peppers, and we're gonna put that back in the oven and let it bake up again. All right, a couple of steps. All right, I'm also gonna make for Kit Kat because she asked for it an antipasta salad. All right, so we're going to make a salad. We're going to be putting pepperoni in it, salami in it, mozzarella, artichoke hearts, olives, black olives, green olives, tomatoes, celery, cucumber. It's going to be beautiful. And I'm doing that for the Kit Kat. I'm going to bring that over. All right? And one final thing. The other night, we made some stuffing. The stuffing was great. I took a box of corn mix, all right, that you get in the store. And I can't tell you the name because I'm not on a promotional live, but you know what it is. And we used that. We just made it regular, nothing to it. Then we took it out and we added to it grilled onion with jalapeno and corn. And I have the mix. I didn't use it all to stuff my pork chops. So I'm going to take that because I got it left over. I'm going to add some rice to it that we're going to season up. And we're going to add some sausage to it. And we're going to stuff some peppers with mozzarella, bake it in the oven. So what's going over to our house is going to be, in honor of Kit Kat, of course, we're having a sausage and pepper roll. We're going to be having a German chocolate cake. We're going to be having a chicken scappardella. We're going to have our antipasta salad and stuffed peppers. All right? That's the plan. So if you want to hang around, you can. If not, I upload all of my lives are uploaded somewhere else. I'm not allowed to tell you where, but you know where it is. All of my lives are there from the beginning to the end. You can scroll through it. You can stop. I am Uncle Glenn #2 everywhere. All right? So if you want to see a live, you missed something, or you're coming in the middle, you want to know how it was done, at the end of the day or by the next morning, I have it uploaded. And they're all there. Okay? All right. One more sip of this and let's get going on this pizza dough because that's got to rise. Love it. Okay. All right. I'm going to show you the steps. Very easy. Now, my mixer is about 25 years old. All right. So, the brushes on it. I don't have a hook. I use a paddle. But the pizza dough is a fairly flexible dough. So I could never do this with a hard Italian bread dough in there because it's old. But the new ones are great and they take a real pounding. But these things last forever. So, all right. So what I'm doing first, we're putting water, sugar, and yeast together. Water, sugar, and yeast. Warm water, about 115 degrees, which will be very warm to your touch, basically. We're going to put that in the mixer. I'm going to take one package of fast-acting pizza yeast, put that in, and we're going to add some sugar to it, okay? And that sugar is what's going to happen is that the warm water is going to activate the yeast. The yeast is going to eat the sugar, and the sugar is going to get digested by the yeast and create carbon dioxide, which is going to ferment all of the water, and that becomes a leaven mixture for the flour. All right? That's how you do it. You got to do it in stages in order for it to come out really good. All right? So here we go. All right, so let me get the water first. Okay? All right. All right, so on the water right here, Uncle Glenn's going to use 1 cup. 1 cup. 1 cup of water. This is probably about 115 degrees. Okay? I'm not putting the thermometer in. I can kind of tell by feeling it. All right? I'm going right in here with it. Okay? Very, very simple to do. Making your own pizza at home is not hard. You need to have the right tools. All right? Now, can you do this without a mixer? Yeah, but you got your work cut ahead of you to make sure you knead it, thoroughly. Because it's got to get warm. The pizza dough, it reacts to temperature. So it reacts differently at different times of year when you're making it. So if it's very humid and hot out, you got to actually cool the water down and not heat the water up. All right? But it's still pretty cold over here. I got to tell you that. All right? It's nice out, sun's out, but it's probably about in the 30s right now. All right, and we're in New York. So I'm going to take this 1 package of yeast, 1 cup of warm water. I'm putting that right in there. All right? Try to get it all out. All right, now what am I going to add to this? What is the fuel? What's the fuel that makes the yeast activate? The warm water and sugar. So let me get some granulated sugar. Hold on. And I will get my little measure spoon. All right. And all we're going to add in here is, you could use 3. I'm going to use a tablespoon. I kind of like my dough a little bit sweeter. All right. But it's really should use about, now, you know what? Let's do it the right way. All right. We're going to take a teaspoon of sugar. All right. I'm using 1 teaspoon of sugar for this. Okay. It's going right in. All right. That is going to work like adding gasoline to a fire, because that is how it activates that yeast. And I want you to look and see what's going to happen here. All right, we're going to put this in, and we're just going to make sure that blends together and gets to like a milky kind of a look. Now, I don't have a shield. You know, again, this is an old mixer, but it is a great tool. All right, and it's expensive. You know, these things run about $300-400, and this is only a 5-quart. You know, there's a 7-quart, but it does so many different things. I'm just when I'm on my promotional live one day, we'll talk about it. But I have one of these in my showcase if anyone is interested in taking a look. So all we're doing right now is making sure that the warm water, the granulated yeast, and the sugar are blended together really well. Okay? And now, I'm just going to shut it. Okay? And we're going to let this sit for about 15 minutes. All right? When we come back to it, it should have a foam on the top where I can actually go put my finger in it, and you'll be able to see this foam that's going to create from the yeast eating the sugar. I mean, if you watched it and we sat here, you'll start to see little explosions in that liquid. Those explosions are actually the yeast digesting that sugar. And that's what's going to form all these bubbles. And as it eats it, it releases carbon dioxide. And that's why you see a little explosions are going to happen. It'll start moving on its own. And it's going to have a nice layer of foam on it. And then we're going to take that, and that's what we're going to add our flour, our salt, and our olive oil to, and we're going to let it mix up. Okay? So we're going to leave this for about 15 minutes. And we are going to start now. Anybody have any questions about that before we move on? Because I like to try to answer them. You know, if there's something that you need to know, I'll be happy to answer it. And if you're new here, just hit that follow button. All right? You'll know when we're on. We're on, I mean, last week and this week, we've been on just about every day, doing one thing or another, either cooking or planting or fighting, battling. I mean, we've had a great week. All right? And we plan on continuing that as we go along. Any questions? Ever make sourdough bread? If so, what starter do you use? I usually take, it's a basic, just using flour and water and some sugar. But I take it, and in the starter, this is something I do. I take an onion, and I cut the onion in half, and I put it in there, and then I cover it. Because that's almost like it gives it it helps it ferment. But you got to take the onion out. Like the next day, it just helps it and it gives it another flavor. Okay? Hold on one second. All right, I just got to answer. Hold on. Okay. All right, good. Okay, hold on. All right, good. I got real estate. Uncle Glenn does real estate work. I train real estate agents, and I do real estate listings and transactions. So I got people calling me on Sunday. Hey, can we go see this? So, I'm sorry. But anyway, all right, let's get going. So that's how I usually do a starter for my dough, if I do it. So let's see, where are we here? Boop, boop. Okay, I think I answered. Let's make our German chocolate cake. What do you say? You want to try this German chocolate cake? We got to do it in stages. All right? So the first thing I got to do is, I got to melt down some chocolate. All right? So I'm going to use some dark chocolate, and I'm going to melt this with a little bit of water in the microwave. I think that's going to be my plan here, to do that. Yeah. All right, let's try it. Okay? I don't know how this is going to come out, but, I never, ever, you gave me a hard recipe? Oh, this is the hardest cake I've ever made. And I mean, well, hey, listen. All right, so we're gonna cut this. Let's get going and not worry about it. We'll make it happen. I don't think I'm gonna use this plastic bowl to melt it. I don't have the best luck when it comes to melting chocolate for some reason here. But all right, so we're gonna use about 4 ounces. 4 ounces. This is how many ounces this thing? I'm going to kind of guesstimate it. This is 10 ounces, so a little less than a half. I think that's good. Does that look like 4 ounces to you? I don't have a scale. Looks like 4 ounces to me. Why not? All right? Okay. I'm going to put a little water. This is the way I want to do it. All right? I'm going to take some water. I want to get the water hot. And I'm going to put this in the microwave, boil it, and then I'm going to drop those in there. All right? Because I don't want it to be, it'll turn in, I need it to be more like a syrup than just melting it down. All right? So I'm going to guesstimate that's about a half a cup. And get a little more. Can't hurt. Okay. All right. This is going in the microwave. All right. I'm going to bring that water to a boil. And then I am going to put in there. I'm going to take these chocolate chips. I'm going to put them in that cup with the boiling water. And I'm going to let it melt down. And that is what we're going to use as our chocolate for our German chocolate cake. All right, let's see. All right, so meanwhile, while that's working there, let's get our dry ingredients, because when I do things. All right, I got my steel bowls. I use my steel bowls. All right, and in here, we're going to put first how we're going to mix this together. All right, so we're melting that down. All right, we're going to put butter in here and sugar. All right, and we got to mix that together. I got to soften this butter up a little, and what we're using, I have unsalted butter that I'm using right here. All right, but I got to soften this up a little bit because this is going to go in here with the sugar. All right, and then we're gonna add that. We're gonna let that chocolate cool, and then we're gonna beat some egg yolks one at a time, and we're gonna mix it with the chocolate and with the vanilla separately. Okay, we're trying to do this in stages. All right, so let me get that boiling water right here. Okay. I'm going to take these 2 sticks, put them in the microwave, just soften them up a little, 20 seconds. Okay? Here, I got this water right here. Now, I've never done this, my friends, but makes sense. Let's put this chocolate chips right in there. Okay? Now, we're going to let them soften up, and let's see if we can turn this into a syrup. Because this is what we're going to use. This will keep it from like getting back to being hard again. All right? So we're mixing this together right here. All it was about 4 ounces of chocolate and some steaming hot water. All right? Mixing that up really, really good. And we're going to let this cool down. In the meanwhile, we're going to take the butter, the sugar, and we're going to mix it together. Good. All right. I got 2 more in there. We don't want you to. Oh, good. Wow. Okay. All right. I'm going to put this aside, and we're going to let this cool down now. Okay? Well, we're going to put cream. We're going to use buttermilk, actually. But I'm just softening up my syrup. All right? This is what I'm doing. So, listen, I never did it before. I'm going to try it the way I'm going to try it. And, you know, I don't know how it's going to come out. I mean, you guys probably done this before. I've never done it. And you know me. I like to try different things. All right? So, okay, we got our butter. I softened it up a bit. I probably could use a little more softening because I really do want it soft. I want it to actually cream with the sugar. So let's get our cup and let's get 2 cups of sugar. We need 2 cups of sugar. You know, and it's really hard for me to read a lot of these right now because I'm really going to concentrate on what I'm doing here. I'm going to try to at least. Okay? We're putting 2 cups of sugar in here. This is a 2-cup measure. Okay? About 2 cups. 2 cups of sugar going right in. It's fun. See how it comes out. I have 2, this calls for, all right, we're putting in 1 cup of unsalted butter. A half a stick is a half a cup. 2 sticks equals 1 cup. All right, I put them in a microwave for about 35 seconds. They softened up. I'm mixing this in here now with the sugar. Okay, 1. We're making a German chocolate cake, or at least we're going to attempt to make it. The nice part about it is that, okay. And as soon as we get this portion of it together, we're going back to our pizza, all right? Because we have that fermenting water to make our pizza dough, all right? All right, okay. Let me get a spatula here and get a heavy whisk. Let's see if I have one here. Do I have a heavy whisk? I think I got one. Where is my heavy whisk? Wait. All right, good. Okay? Tools are important. Tools are really, really important. All right, so I'm doing this now. Now I'm just kind of mashing this into here, all right, into the sugar. That's what I'm doing, okay? Just want to get this kind of cream, turn this into like a creamy mix with the sugar and the butter. I'm going to wash my hands, and my hands are going to be the trick to do this, okay? The best tools that God gave me. Okay, and I'm doing that now. And I'm washing it with my most delicious smelling soap, of course. All right? Hey, if you're new here, come on. We have a few hours, and we have a lot of cooking to do. And I really tell you, it's fun. All right? Just to experiment. This is not Uncle Glenn, the chef, teaching you how to cook. This is Uncle Glenn just trying different things that he's never done before. All right? I never made a German cake in my life. I don't know if I only tasted it maybe once. So this is what makes it fun. Let's see. Now, you know, like I said, it's very easy for people to follow, get a recipe and follow the recipe. Very, very easy. Okay? But if you don't have the right tools to execute that recipe, you're not going to get anywhere. It's like, I say it all the time, it's like a carpenter trying to build a house, and the only thing that carpenter has is a tape measure. It's very similar to just having a recipe and not the proper tools to get the job done. So you got to make sure that your kitchen is equipped. If I can do it, you definitely can do it, because, you know, it's not like I went to chef school or baking school, or I ever cooked with people teaching me this stuff. I learned by trial and error. You know, that's what I do. I watch things and I learn and I just try. And that's what you do. I go to the store, I use packaged mixes if I don't have time, or just because it comes out good. All right? So what I'm doing here is I'm just blending this butter and the sugar together right here. All right? This is what I'm doing. Butter and sugar. That's it. Right here. Oh, so you're Chef Firecracker. Well, you're trained. You know, in the United States Navy. Oh, yeah. I tell you, Moss, whoa. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. I got a lot of respect for you. All right? Especially you serving in for our country too. And you, wow. So you just gotta, you know, sometimes I mess up, you know, I do. But all right, I'm just trying to blend this really, really good so it's light and kind of fluffy, which it is now. It's getting there. All right? And then I'm gonna take that chocolate. I just want to see if it's cool yet. I'm going to beat some egg yolks one at a time, and I'm going to mix them in with some vanilla and the melted chocolate in a separate bowl. All right? I don't think that it is cool enough yet, because if I take it and I put the eggs in it, the eggs will they'll cook. I don't want them to cook. Now I'll let it go a little more. You know what we're going to do? We're going to stop right here with this, and we're going back to our pizza dough. Okay? While the chocolate cools, we have the sugar, we have the butter. Okay? We're going to take this and put this aside. We have the chocolate that we melted. We're going to put that aside. We also, in our mixer, we have the sugar, the yeast, and the water. Let's finish that pizza dough and come back to this. All right? So I'm going to take this bowl. We'll put this aside. Let me just wash my hands a little. And let's get to the pizza dough. Let's finish that up, because it won't take long. But the pizza dough has to rise. All right? So what we're trying to do here, there's another factor when you're cooking. There's another factor, and it's not just cooking. It's timing. It's timing. We're making different things. I want them to all be ready in the right time. So you gotta really calculate. How long is this going to take? How long is this going to take? and then put it all together. I have a little list. I know what I'm making. I know what the time basically is. Now, sometimes we mess it up, but I want the pizza dough to be rising while the cake is cooking. Then when the cake comes out, it's got to cool. Then we got to, it's going to be a 3-layer cake. All right, so then we got to make the filling, and we got to, dress the cake. All right, and then we got to make, let's just do it. Let's not talk about it anymore. All right, let's get back over to here. And let's see how, remember, this has been sitting, about 10 minutes? Remember I told you we're looking for a foam? That's the foam we're looking for right there. That was warm water, 1 package of yeast, and sugar, 1 teaspoon of sugar. And we mixed it together, and we just let it sit. Now this is activated. This right here, see that? That is carbon dioxide that was released from the yeast. Now I know that this liquid here is all fermented. When I put the flour, the sugar, and the olive oil, all of that is going to now have it equally distributed, and it's gonna rise at a very even rate, which is gonna really help the dough to be flexible, elastic, stretchy. It's gonna be good, okay? So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna get some flour. Now, how much flour? Well, we have 1 cup of warm water, we have 1 package of yeast in there, and we have 1 teaspoon of sugar. So I'm going to get about 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. All right, all-purpose flour. I'll come there with. You don't have to come watch me do this. I'm just putting it in a cup. So I'm going to go about 2.5 cups. Now, sometimes you won't use all the flour. All right, because different flours absorb liquid at a different rate, okay? So unless you're using the same exact flour all the time, it's not gonna, it's not gonna be exactly the same. All right, so let's put this in here. And this is gonna shake, and it's gonna be moving. This is an old mixer, it's 25 years old. So it's gonna struggle a little to get the job done, but it will get the job done. First thing I'm going to do is turn this on and blend all that back into the liquid, okay? Then we're going to start to add the flour. We're not adding all the flour at once. We're going to add half of it until it turns into a pancake-like batter. Then we're going to let that mix to a glossy top. Once I know that half of the flour is incorporated with the fermented liquid, then we can add the rest of the flour and turn it into a dough ball with the olive oil. Okay? So we're gonna, wait a minute, I have my flour here. I wanna put the salt right here. I wanna get some salt right in there. So I have all my ingredients ready. Hold on. All right. All right, we're gonna use just a little less than a teaspoon of salt, okay? A little less, like 3/4, okay? It's going right in, all right? And we are gonna use some olive oil for this as well. All right, but we're gonna start right now. We're gonna mix this first, get this blended, okay? Get it all blended up again. Okay. Now I'm going to start to add the flour. I want to get it to a batter-like consistency. I'm adding a little at a time, and then I'm letting it really blend so that all of the flour then becomes an activating agent for the rest of the flour. Okay? That's a little bit of flour. It's a batter. Now it looks like a batter, right? So now we want to make sure it gets nice and glossy and that all of the flour is incorporated really well with that fermented water, because this whole thing now becomes a fermented mixture. When we put the rest of the flour in, it just gives it a good, even grow. All right, I'm going to add some olive oil right to this before I add the rest of the flour. I'm going to add in here about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. 1, 2. Okay? If you want to use a little more, you could. I like the olive oil. I like the way it works in my mixes. I mean, I've done now these the pizza doughs a few times. All right, now we're going to slow this down. And we're going to add the rest of the flour. Now the flour we're going to put in here is going to turn into a dough. And we'll know that it's good and there's enough once the flour, the dough ball, starts pulling everything away from the sides of the bowl. Okay? Now I'm working this. The more I mix it, the warmer the dough gets, and it helps to release the gluten that's in there. We caught it. Okay. Like I told you, it's an old mixer, but the dough feels really good. The dough feels really good. All right, so let's pull that home. All right, pull the wrong. Let me pull the plug out of there. Let me get rid of that. Yeah, I know you get excited. Oh no, the bowl came off. Hey, you got it as long as you're watching it. All right, let's take a look at how the dough came out. That's what's important. And you know what I did? I don't know if anyone realized it. Does anybody realize how much flour that I really put in? I did, instead of using my 2 cup, which it takes for 2.5 cups, I added the flour in a 4 cup to the top. So it's 2.5 cups. And that's why I didn't use all the flour. So that's why watching it matters. Look at this though. Look at this dough. Okay? Look at this dough. It feels good, and we didn't even let it rise yet. Oh, do I? I'm sure I'll have flour. I got flour everywhere over here. All right? But this is what we do. Hey, the bowl comes off, the mixer, you know. I don't care. I mean, this, you know, as long as it works. All right? I got the flour mustache on. I'm more concerned about this, but look at this. All right? Look how nice this dough ball is. And now we're going to let this dough ball rise. And we're going to soften it up, and this is what we're going to use for our sausage and our pepper roll later. Okay? Happy Palm Sunday. May God's blessing be upon you and your beautiful family. Thank you, Be Kind. God bless you as well. God bless you as well. We're entering into Holy Week, you know, and it's a very reflective time of of the year that I try to reflect on, you know, a lot of my issues, my weaknesses, my shortcomings, my sins, you know. And I'm just thankful I don't have to, I got somebody that's going to represent me when I get out of here. All right? All right, here we go. All right, I got this, we got here. Now we're going to put a little olive oil in here, and we're going to put this aside, let it do its thing. All right? We use 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of water. We use 1 teaspoon of sugar, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 package of quick-acting yeast. All right? Here it is. Let's put a little olive oil in this pot, in this. But you watch. I mean, we just made pizza dough. I mean, you know, I don't know. To me, this is fun. You make stuff, you do it yourself, you learn. All right? Chris is here. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Hey, Chris, how you doing? All right, we got it to you. We're letting this sit. We're going to come back to this in about maybe an hour. All right? Sharon! Oh, yeah. All right. Okay? Thank you for the Go Populars. Thank you. All right, so we have this ready. Let's get back to our German chocolate cake, shall we? All right, we're going to put this aside and let this grow. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the mixer because I don't need the mixer anymore. I don't think I do. Am I going to mix that stuff by hand? I mean, I really can, I think. I don't know. Yeah, I think it will. I think it'll be all right. Right. I'm going to get rid of the mixer. I'll do it by hand, whatever I have to do. We'll just pretend that you don't have a mixer. All right? Wipe this down a little so Mama doesn't go absolutely bananas. All right? I have to, because first of all, if you leave the flour on your mixer and you get it wet, oh my gosh, it is like cement. I mean, it's a nightmare to try to get off. All right, so I try to do this right away, and I'm just taking the flour off first before I wash it, and then I'll wash it up. I'll bleach it all down later. Okay, just let me do this right now. So, okay, good. Take 2 seconds. Yeah, sometimes you got to do a little cleanup, you know? Now, when you're in these restaurant shows, they don't clean up. They don't show you, oh, time to clean up. But we're with the family. This is what family does. Family cleans, cooks, laughs, makes mistakes. Bowls come off mixes. You know. All right, let me get this out of the way. I tell you one thing. This thing is not light, though. It's not. Let me just get this back over here. All right. And while I'm doing, I got to clean this flour up. See this mess here? I can't leave that. I'll put this in here. Got a little piece of dough here. I don't want that. Come on. Okay. Let me just brush that off. It's not dirty. It's just got flour on it. And this right here. Remove those. Okay. I don't know. I did the best I could for now. All right. I'll do this later. The flour is all over the place. But, yeah, you got flour all over. I know. I laugh about it because I can hear it. I can hear it. Oh, my wife, forget about it. Mama, I love Mama, but Mama, she's the inspector. Woo! I don't know how the heck she finds stuff. Even when I try my best to make sure there's nothing, she ends up finding something. All right? All right. Look, right here. Happy birthday, Kit Kat. Catastrophic. All right? All right? Look at that. Her birthday today. So let's be kind to each other and let's enjoy the German chocolate cake that we're making now. All right, let's get back to it. We can finish it up. All right? Go. Let me get this here. All right, let's bring you back to what we did so far with the German chocolate cake. All right, we're coming back here. I'm getting we have butter that we mixed butter with 2 cups of sugar. 2 sticks of butter, 2 cups of sugar. I got that here. All right, I took a half a cup of water. I boiled the water. I put 4 ounces of chocolate chips in there, melted it down. And now we're going to take this, okay? We're going to take this and we're going to mix this with some eggs in a separate container. All right, so this is my main bowl that I'm using. Now we're going to get another bowl. Okay? And I got to get some eggs. Let me get some eggs. All right, I'm going to take 4 eggs, but I'm separating these eggs, okay? This is a lot of steps to making this German chocolate cake. So I'm not just taking the whole egg and mixing it in, okay? I'm taking right now, I got to separate it. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to put the yolk in here, all right? And I'm going to mix the vanilla and the chocolate with the yolks. Then I'm going to take the whites and put them in the other one. But I'm going to use everything. It's just that. So let me put the whites in here. Good. Okay? The egg yolk's going in there. 1. Putting the whites in here. The steps are important. Everything you do while you're cooking, you know, can you do it where everything comes out at once? Yep. And put it all together? Yeah, but it just doesn't come out the same. Just doesn't. Okay. 1 more. Oh, almost did it again. I mean, it wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world if I got egg white in there, but it just comes out better this way. Okay? There we go. Get rid of these. I save these containers for my seeds and my plants. Oh. Okay. All right. So now we're going to take those yolks, and we're gonna add some vanilla to that, and we're gonna add that chocolate. So I got some vanilla right here. I'm gonna mix that up real good, okay? Take 1 teaspoon of vanilla. It's going right in. We're gonna mix that up. And we're gonna add the chocolate. Let's get this. I love the steel bowls because the steel bowls they eat clean so easily, and you know, they're convenient. There's no ridges, everything comes out easy with a spatula. Okay, now we're gonna take this chocolate and we're gonna mix this chocolate that's cooled down and melted, and we're gonna add that to the eggs. Okay? We're just gonna add that to the eggs and mix this together. Then we're gonna get another bowl. Okay? Oh, puzzle, wait a minute. Man, I'm getting good at those puzzles. Woohoo! All right, ready? Yeah, the bowls are great. If you don't have any and you want to get some, go to Uncle Glenn's Shop Talk to my showcases. I have all these products that I use in there. You can go take a look at them. If you're going to get them from there. You help me out. You help this family out. It enables us to continue to increase the amount of shows that we have and be able to sustain what we've already started. All right. Now this chocolate was just chocolate chips that we melted in the water. I'm going to make sure to get it all out here. I put boiling water and then I just added chocolate chips to it and melted it down. Good. All right, this is our mix for our German chocolate cake right here. Okay, we're gonna mix this up nice, get that all blended together. Okay. All right, put this one aside. So we have our butter with our sugar that we're gonna add to this. Let's get our dry ingredients ready first. And I think, actually, we're going to do it this way. Okay. This is our sugar and our butter. All right? And I think, let me break this up so I can mix this together. Now, we're not done yet, Kit Kat, because I have to then beat up those egg whites. We have to make them fluffy and add it, and then we just fold that right into the mix. All right? I know you did the try. You must have been talking to Mama. Say, I'm going to fix him. I'm going to give him a challenge today. And let me tell you, you did it. But I love it. Listen, if it comes out good, I just learned something. I don't know if this is going to come out good. I have no idea. And the best part about it is that you don't have to eat it, Kit Kat. You don't have to eat it. It's just going to look good. And I did what I said I would do. But if it does taste good, we are going to celebrate you at my sister's house tonight. We're going to be blowing out candles for Kit Kat for her birthday. Yep. Hey, Kit Kat has done, along with my other Ma's, but especially Kit Kat, has really, really dedicated herself to making this community and this family and this channel. She devotes so much of her time and just is so generous, even with her gifting and in helping other people. And she's, sometimes has to take the hard road. I know, she gets into it with some of the family members that are new and they don't understand our community guidelines. And we have our own, Our place is positive, encouraging. It's loving. We're not here to disrespect one another. And things like spamming and things like that, I actually have that on auto because that's where Tic Tac will come after me if somebody keeps repeating the same thing over and over and over. It's considered spamming. So that's why. It's not that we don't love you. We do love you. But, we can't have, I don't know, in the real estate business, the office that I'm in, we have, in New York, I think maybe 140 agents. Okay, I run a team of real estate agents that I train and I mentor. All right, and if one person, one out of the 160 or 80, whatever it is, does not pay their dues, the entire office gets shut down. That's what happens. All right? So it's the same thing here. Everybody has to abide by the rules or we get shut down. So, all right, look how nice this looks. This is the sugar, the butter, the egg yolk, the vanilla, the chocolate, melted. And this is a base. This looks great. I'm just blending it really, really good now. Now we're going to get our dry ingredients and we're going to fold it in. We're going to put some buttermilk in. And then we're going to add, at the end, our egg whites. All right? So this mix looks good to me. Okay? So I'm going to take this and I'm putting this over here for now. And we are getting our dry mix together now. And I'm going to use my big bowl for this. Okay? All right. This right here is going to be the flour mix. Okay? So we need all-purpose flour, 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Now I have some in here and it's almost 2 cups, but we're going to add some more. Same flour that we use for our pizza dough. We're going 2 cups. Okay, that is 1. It's about 2 cups right there, okay? 2 cups of flour. That's a heck of a cake, I gotta tell you. Now we're gonna add some baking soda. We're using baking soda for this, okay? Just wipe these off so it doesn't stick. And we're going to put 1 teaspoon of baking soda and a half a teaspoon of salt. All right? So I'm using 1 tablespoon of baking soda. Okay? And we're going to use a half a teaspoon of salt. Remember, we used unsalted butter. Okay. That's all our dry mix. Okay? I think I got everything I need. We have sugar, we have salt, we have eggs, we have vanilla, we have melted chocolate, we have flour, we have baking soda, and now I got to get a cup of buttermilk. And this is only for the cake. This is not for the filling. All right? We have to still make a filling. So let me get 1 cup of buttermilk right here, ready to go. Good? Okay. That's done. All right. Now what I'm going to do, this is going in here. Okay, this becomes our main bowl. This is why having these bowls is so important. It's a tool. You want to have the right tools when you're doing any kind of baking or cooking. All right, so now we're just mixing that salt and baking powder into this all-purpose flour that's right here. Okay? And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the buttermilk to the flour. And I'm going to get this into a batter. Then we're going to blend everything together. Okay? This is German chocolate cake we're making. Oh, I'm trying to at least. Okay? All right, ready? Let me get my other whisk. Now this one has a little bit of chocolate on it, but I don't care because chocolate's going in. Okay, so we're going to pour this in here. 1 cup of buttermilk is what I'm using. Now we're just going to get this blended together. Okay, we're incorporating things one at a time. You know, why? Because that's the way you build flavors. That's how you fall into flavor. That's how you make things come out really, really good. All right? I probably shouldn't have used this. Okay? But, let me get my spatula. That's what I should have used. All right. When we get it all out. Yeah. All right. I'm sure this is going to come out when I add the other liquid. It'll loosen it up. Yeah, there's stuff you learn. Yeah, next time we won't do that. Okay. Put this aside. All right. Take this and use this. Let's just get this all blended together good. There's 1 cup of buttermilk, 2 cups of all-purpose flour. That's in here. All right. Okay. So that flour is mixed with the baking powder, baking soda, and the salt. Okay, it's almost like a dough. All right. Now we're going to soften that up. And we're going to slowly mix in our chocolate mix into this. All right. This is our chocolate, butter. Okay. I'm going to put this a little at a time. Okay. I'm getting this all loosened up first, and then we'll finish it up. We'll get it all together. This should help to loosen this up a bit. Yeah. Yep. And we're just getting this into a batter-like And we're going to add the rest of that chocolate, sugar, egg mix. And I just want to get it blended really well. Yep. Okay, let's get the rest of it in. Smells amazing. That I'll tell you. Smells amazing. Okay. Now this should really loosen up. Putting this one back. Now I can get that off. Yep. You don't have a mixer? This is how you do it. Okay? All right. We're just about done with that, except that I have egg whites that I have to make fluffy, and I am going to put them in. We just got to get some air in here, in these egg whites. All right, so I'm going to be standing here. We're making Kit Kat's birthday cake. She wanted German chocolate cake. She wanted to put Uncle Glenn to the test, and boy, did she ever. All right? We're making pizza. Well, we're not making pizza. We're making a sausage and pepper roll. We're making chicken scarpadella. We're making stuffed peppers with a corn sausage stuffing. We got work to do. And I'm working these eggs up. I'm trying to get these eggs nice and light. Get them fluffy. All right? I'm doing what I can here to make our Kit Kat's birthday the best it could be. Oh, look at the swan. Oh, look at that. Kit Kat. Oh, Kit Kat, it's your birthday. Oh, thank you, Kit Kat. I'm getting a workout, Kit Kat. A little more. Don't be, I'm happy to do this. Are you kidding me? I'm learning. Woo! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. There's our egg whites. We're going to fold these into here. Okay? We're going to fold these egg whites into this mix, and we're done. Then we're going to put it in the pans. All right? So let's fold that in right there. Okay, we're just going to fold this in. Really lightened this whole batter up, those egg whites. Okay, lightened it up nice. Okay, all we did was fold them in. All right, the batter is done. Now we're going to get our pans. Okay, and it looks like a good mix to me. All right, let's get our pans. I'm getting 3 round 9-inch pans, of which I have to just get some spray on them. If I have it, I better have it. Yep, I have it. Okay? Okay. No hot water. I got hot water I used to melt those chocolate down, but I'm not adding any more hot water now. All right. I got 3 pans I gotta work on here. Okay. Now I got to try to just get them even as I can with the same amount. 1, 2, 3. One might be a little short here. 1, 2. All right. Hey, you know, this was a lot of learning here, and we're not done, because all we have right now is our cake. Okay, we've got to make the filling, but I'm not doing the filling now. We'll do the filling while these are baking. Okay? It's going in the oven. We're going to bake these about 30 minutes, 35 minutes. All right, we'll take them out We got to let them cool, and we'll see. We'll see how it comes. All right, let me get a, I don't know if I should put it, yeah, let me put it on a sheet pan. Might as well. No, maybe that one will work. Like that. Nope. Okay, no sheet pan. Won't fit. Okay, they're going straight on the grill. Straight on the oven. All right, let's get it in. Okay. Woo! We got our cake in. All right. That's going to be one doughy cake. Well, we'll see how it comes out. Maybe. I never made it before, Valley. I don't know how it's going to come out. But we do things here. We try different things. We make mistakes. Sometimes we fail. And a lot of times we succeed. But we're not afraid. We're not afraid. Okay? We are willing to try to fail. Because only other alternative is that you succeed. And that's what makes this fun. This is not, I am a chef. This is not, I am a baker. Let me teach you something. This is, I want to learn. You want to watch me? Take a seat. That's what this is. All right? And, I don't know, what people expect, if they're expecting to come here to learn something. If you do and you find something, I learned from you. I learned from all of you here. Okay? But there's sometimes I won't ask suggestions because I'm so off on trying to focus on just doing what I had make sense to me. Okay? That's the way I try to operate. And have some coffee along the way. All right. Hey, TZ. Be safe at work. Thank you for coming here, TZ. Thank you. Thank you. We love having you. All right. Make sure you followed, shared, join the fan club, everybody, if you haven't done it already. All right. All right. What are we doing next? Well, we have our pizza dough. Looks like it's growing pretty good. All right, we're still not ready for it yet. So we're going to put this aside. I'm going to do a little cleanup so I can get myself some room. And then we're going to start our chicken cacciatore, not chicken cacciatore, chicken scaparella. All right, we're going to do some sausage in there, mushrooms, peppers, onions, potatoes in a white wine, garlic, kind of a sauce. Oh, we may even add some tomato and make it a little red. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. All right. So I'm going to put this over here. Let this keep going. Nice warm place. All right. Coffee's on. And if you want to just give me a little courtesy to let me clean up for a few minutes. Okay. These pots and pans, they clean up pretty quickly. And again, I'm only cleaning these now for use. I'll do a final cleanup after I'm off the live. But right now, I just want to get the cake mix off of these, okay? And they clean up so nice. I love my bowls. I love them. And if you don't have a set, and you're looking for a set, you can always go into my shop. The ones that are in there are better than mine. All right, the ones that are in there have covers and graters and are probably even cheaper than mine. I've had these bowls, I don't know, 20 years. They really last. All right, so I just put a little Dawn in it. All right, just gonna rub this out. only because I had egg and, we were using eggs and stuff. I mean, I would clean it anyway, no matter what, but they just clean so easily, and it's such a pleasure to work with these things. This is the big one. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to do a little cleanup. All right? I love this family. Hey, was anybody on The Family After Dark? We had so much fun. I mean, we let our head down, we had a couple of battles and we made new friends. I mean, it was so much fun. We had our soldiers and our strategy is going to get even tighter. So if you want to be a part of that segment, it'll be once a week, 9 o'clock at night. We start. We're not on long. Pick a couple of battles, but we have our soldiers go out. Our capos making the calls. All right, with the made men, made women coming in with their gift and boom, boom. We went 3-1 the other day. 3-1. Lots and lots of fun. It really was fun. It's like playing, you know what it was? It's like playing one of them, like playing a video game with real people. And we have a theme. See, we have a theme that a lot of creators do not have. I mean, some do, but our theme is we're the mob family. All right? It's just, and we are anything but. We are loving, respectful, good, happy people. All right? But we put on costumes and we play a role. And I got to tell you, everybody, I mean, we have street names. Melissa is No Mercy Mel. Melissa is No Mercy Mel, one of our capos. We have Kit Kat is Catastrophic. Dirt Road Hustler is Dirt. Just Dirt. I love it. Hey, Dirt. Then we have Doc Chaos. He's just Chaos on the street. That's his street name. We have Tracy. Two-Fisted Tracy. I kind of like Trigger Tracy, but she likes Two-Fisted, so that's her name. And what else? Who else do we have? What did I forget? Anybody? VJ. Oh, VJ is Ghetto. VJ is Ghetto. Mo, yeah, Mo. Hey, Mo. Hey, Mo. Where is Mo? Is Mo on here? Where is Mo? Huh? Is Mo? Is he here? All right, well, when he gets here, we'll talk. I thought he was here earlier. Mo, there he is. Hey, Mo, did you get my message about the email for our Zoom call? We sent you, huh? Mike is Swami, yeah. Well, we got to get you on the Zoom. All right? So we got to get your name. Now, I had a name for you. And when we were on our Zoom call, we came up with one. You got it? I had trouble downloading. Oh, okay. Yeah, everybody was having a little hard time with that. We're trying to get another method that may work, but see if you can work on it. Anyway, Mo, what do you think it is? And you can make your own name up because you're a capo. All right? How about No Breaks Mo? No Breaks Mo. We'll just call you No Breaks. Oh, But you can pick your own name. All right? Whatever street name you want. All right? No breaks, Mo. You don't hold back. No breaks. And everybody that's on here, you can earn your way to becoming a capo and pick your own name. I dig it. I want that name. All right, you got it. He is No Breaks Mo. No Breaks Mo. Come on, No Breaks. I love it. I love it. I love it. Great. All right. Hey, anybody keep time? I didn't even put the timer on. So that's got to be in there. I've got to check in like 30 minutes. All right. I got my dishes pretty much done here. All right. And we can go to the next step now. Last one. Okay. All my bowls now are ready to get reused. All ready to get reused. Look at them. I love them. Okay. Next. All right. So we got the pizza. We're done with that. I want to get the chicken ready. Okay. So here's what I did. I took the chicken out, and I've been letting it. I dried the legs, the thighs. I dried them with paper towels and the wings. All right. We're going to do similar to what we did the other day. We're going to take those and we're going to make a dry rub with some spices. We're going to use onion powder, garlic salt, some paprika, actually a little smoked paprika. I want to use rosemary, salt, pepper, and oregano. All right? And toss them all in there with some garlic oil. And then we're going to put them in the oven and we're going to let them cook. All right? To get them nice and crispy. I might even throw a little cornstarch in there. It worked out really well the other day. All right? Then, when we take them out and they're done, I may finish them on the barbecue like I did, just to get them a char. And then we're going to put on them, we're going to make a mixture, which is going to have lemon, garlic, fresh herbs, and lemon, garlic, fresh herbs, I don't know, whatever else you want to put on it. All right, so here we go. Let me get the chicken and let's get that prepped and ready to go. I have it cut already and I have it dried. I just got to cut the tips of these. All right, I got to cut the tips. So the trick when you're doing this chicken and you want your chicken to be crispy, okay, all right, what you have to do is you've got to make sure that the skin is dry. You got to make sure your skin is dry. Okay? Okay, so let's take a look at what we got here. All right? I have some thighs. I have legs. I have wings. All right? And they've been drying, meaning that they were in the refrigerator and drying out. Now you can leave them, you dry them, pat them dry with a paper towel. Make sure you get all the liquid off. Then put them in your refrigerator and let the skins get dry. Okay? That's step number one. Okay? That's going to help this to be able to have a crispy, coating on it, which is what we want. All right? So I'm going to take a little bit, I'm going to use some cornstarch as well. Now let's get one of our bowls and let's make ourselves we're going to make a dredge. Put this in. Okay? I'm going to make a little dredge right here. And I'm going to definitely I've been using a little bit more cornstarch lately because it actually does work, and it's helpful. Not a lot, but I want to dust some of these. So when they're dusting in the spices and the olive oil, okay, this is going to give them a little bit of an ability to stick on. All right, let's get some oregano. All right, I'm just going to kind of pot shot this because there's no actual measure. But oregano is going to be a big part of this flavor. All right? Now I'm going to be using more in the sauce, but this is just for the dredge. Okay? We're putting, this is our salt. I'm using garlic salt in here. Okay? I'm using onion powder in here. I'm using garlic powder. A little bit, what's left in here. Throwing that out. I am using rosemary. I like rosemary. It's got a great flavor. Such a great spice. I'm putting a little bit of mustard powder. A little bit. And we have some paprika. Smoked paprika. All right? Take that. We're going to mix this up. I don't know if this is going to be enough. In fact, this is not going to be enough. We're going to have to make some more. I'm going to do that again. All right? Because I have a lot of chicken here. All right, so I'm going to add a little more cornstarch to this. Okay? I'm going to do the same routine right here. We're going with some oregano. I'm going with smoked paprika. Yeah, I didn't have enough in there. Garlic salt. Little ground mustard. Onion powder. And some rosemary. Okay. I'm also going to add some pepper. I'm using white pepper for this. Okay, it's white pepper. It's a little stronger. Okay. All right. Let's mix this up again. Good. All right, this should be better. Okay. All right. So, I want to take, let's do this. Get another bowl. Let me get some garlic oil. Put some garlic oil in here. We're going to coat. All right, I got my, where are those scissors? I got to clip the wings off of this chicken. Okay, I just want to clip some of these wings right here. Okay, going right here, like that. Okay, going in the oil. Okay, I'm going to actually take all of these pieces and get these oiled up right in here. Okay. Just putting them in the garlic oil that we have. Okay, I'm just working them in. Okay, get them coated a little bit. So now that dry skin that's on there, that dry skin is absorbing that garlic oil. All right, and that garlic oil is going to help the spices to stick to it. All right. Okay. Okay. Just cutting these tips off right here. They're pointy, so why not do it? Take them off. Two more. We're making a chicken scarpadella, but I'm doing this differently. I never did it like this before. We made wings the other night that came out unbelievably great. And I said, why not do the chicken the same way and then just finish it with the sauce, the sausage, what we're going to do for the scarparella. All right? So this is just a little bit of garlic oil that was in here. Okay? Mix that all up. Taking the dry skin that's on here, and we're just reconstituting that dry skin with some olive oil. All right? That's all we're doing. Garlic oil I used. It's olive oil that was infused with the garlic that we made the other day. I use it a lot. All right? So all I'm doing now is coating it so that this now will help to absorb the mix that we just made in here. Okay? So here's what we're going to do. Okay? I'm going to take a piece right here. I'm going to go a little bit here. I'm going to rub this right in to this. Okay? Doesn't need a lot. I want to get it rubbed in. Okay? We got flavor on there. That's what we're trying to do. All right? Got a wing here. Make sure that oil is nice. Okay? Take some of our mix right here and just get it worked into that oil like that. See that? All we did was work it right in. Now it absorbs right into the skin and it's going to get the flavor. Okay? Okay? Rubbing it right in. Okay? Getting that all of that flavor into your chicken, underneath the skin. Okay? And the oil is just helping that we put in there it's absorbing into that dry skin with the flavor. That's what's going to give this a very, very unique, how would I say? It's going to be constituted. It's going to be, I don't know the word I'm looking for. But, okay, you work it, you massage it right in, okay? Look at it, ready? Like that. Put that on the top. I get it into the, underneath the skin and on the back. All right, so we have it all over. See that? It's under the skin, okay? And then I lay it this way down. We're gonna bake this in the oven. These are gonna get really crispy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to finish this, if we want to. We can char it on the barbecue to get even a better flavor, like a charred flavor. So we can do that. I'm just trying to get this all done before Kit Kat has to leave. I might run into a little trouble here, all right? Because we got a lot still that we have to do. All right, but we're doing it, and we're doing this in order. So, okay. Getting it on the meat too, not just the skin. Okay, you want this to really, really get in there. Okay, see, nice. Get right on there, right here. Okay, it's cornstarch, and we used onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, rosemary, oregano. We used a little bit of mustard powder. We used paprika, smoked paprika, some garlic salt, and we used some, what do you call garlic salt and white pepper we used. Okay? I'm just taking some of this cornstarch spice rub that we just made. I want this crispy. That's why we're doing what we're doing here. Okay, and we're going to let this cook in the oven. The oven is going to get it fully cooked. Then we'll take them out. We're going to, in a separate pan, we're going to saute up some onions, some peppers, some mushrooms, potatoes, and we're going to bake them. We're going to saute them up. When this comes out, and after we take it out of the barbecue, we're going to pour that right on there, and then we're going to hit it with white wine, lemon, and garlic. And it should really, really be a very, very delicious, unique tasting scarpella. Now, we could also, if we wanted to, I have tomatoes fresh tomatoes that we de-skinned the other day. So if we wanted to add it, make it a little red, we could do that as well. But I'm not sure if I want to do that yet. Okay? We just have enough dredge here to be able to coat everything. We flavored it up real good. Okay? Just want to make sure that this has got everything on it, all the oil. Yep, a little oil left in here. Let's get it all up. Nice deliciousness. Take these, put them in there. Okay, we'll get these fully coated, nice in the skin. Get it on the skin. Pull the skin back over it, like that. Okay? It's going to give it all the flavor you want. Okay? Okay. That on the skin. All right, good. All right. I'm going to redo this one a little bit more on here. I'll use everything we got up. Okay. Don't want a chintz on it. Okay. Got this one here. Same thing. Put flavor on there. Make sure it's got it. Okay, back side. Yep. I'm using it all. That's all. I'm just going back over the big pieces here, making sure everything is coated nicely. Okay. And this one here. Okay. That's it. Okay. This is our chicken. All right. Now we're going to take this chicken. I'm not putting anything else on it. We're just going to leave that just like it is. And that is going to go in the oven. Okay. And we're going to let that cook. I want to see if that I got to wash up first. Hold on a minute. And then I got to wash my board down and anything that was over here. Of course, we had chicken here. I do want to have everything cleaned up. Let me just get a little wash on my hands again. And we're going to actually move along pretty quick now. Okay? Because it's 1 o'clock. We have that. The cake's got to cool. That's the thing. Cake has to cool. Oh, man, that looks good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Does anyone know how long that's been in? Does anyone know how long it's been in? I didn't set a timer. The temperature is 350 in the oven. Oh, wow. Ooh. Okay. All right, I'll pull one out and check. All right, let's pull one out and check. All right, we'll do this together. Let me get over here. I'm going to bring you over. Let's check this together. All right. Done. It's done. Good. Perfect timing. Make sure this one are all done. Looks good to me. Okay. Looks good to me. Look at the air holes in there. That's from that egg white. Made it nice and light inside. Okay? So I want to get those on a tray and let them cool a bit, okay? Wow, that's pretty cool. I'm happy about that. Holy smokes. Wow, it looks like it may work. I feel German here. I feel very German today. I feel German. Woo! All right, I'm just putting them on these to move them and let them cool. All right? Let me get one more. I feel so German, like a schnitzel. I miss the schnitzel today. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Smells good. All right. Man, this house is smelling good. All right. I'm turning the temperature up now on the oven to 4 1/4. Okay, I'm going in the oven at 4 1/4. All right. As soon as I hear that beep, we're going to take our chicken and we're going to bake this chicken in here for about 35 minutes. I want it to get fully cooked. All right? I want this to get fully cooked. Okay? All right. So we're going to wait just to hear the beep. Let's take a look at our pizza dough while we're here. You want to see it? How long ago did we make this? Not that long. Look at that. Look at the dough we made. Come on. Come on. Really? We put on the chicken, Corinne. I dried it off real good. We used some garlic oil to absorb into the skin. And then we added a combination of, we dredged it a little and rubbed it, massaged it into each piece of chicken. Cornstarch, oregano, rosemary, onion powder, garlic powder, little mustard powder, paprika, some rosemary, and white pepper. And we rubbed it all in real good. Now we're going to pop this in the oven at 425 degrees for about 30 minutes. Ah, that's what I was waiting for. All right? Okay, let's get this in. And then we're going to start. We got a couple of things we got to do. All right, that's next. All right. Timing wise, see what I mean about timing? Do you see what I mean about timing? About preparing what you're going to do ahead of time and know in your head what you need to do as far as timing is. We did the dough. We wanted to make sure that dough had a chance to rise while we made the cake. We did the mix for the cake. Then we put the cake in the oven. We let it bake. Now it's cooling. Now in the meanwhile, we did our chicken. Now the chicken's in the oven. All right. Now we have 2 more three more things we got to prep. Stuffed, the stuffed peppers, and we got to make the filling for the cake, and we have to do our sausage and pepper roll. All right? So this is what I got to try to figure out now. And I got to clean these boards. So let me just clean this area because I don't want to have any cross-contamination from the cooking board. Okay? So I'm just gonna let me clean this stuff up first. All right? Again, the boards are the bowls are great. You guys see me using them. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to tell you that if your kitchen is not equipped, you can't do the same thing. If you have the equipment, you absolutely can do it. All right? Everybody can take a recipe and try to make it happen, but you have to have the tools for that to be done. All right? These things clean so quickly. I'm just telling you. And what do they cost? $25? I don't know. But if you're interested, go look in my showcase. I have all the things I use. I've been trying to do that. I'm just not, I'm trying to add products that are in this kitchen that when you see it, if you need it, you can go and you can do it. And I use this stuff all the time. So it's not like, we're going to have one shopping live every week, all right? Or a shoppable live where, we'll pin things, and I try to get some of the things that are on sale, pushed so you can take advantage of it. But in the meanwhile, you'll see me using these products all the time anyway. So I just want you to know that, okay? I have to make room here because I have to get that cutting board in the sink. I want to bleach that up. Now, not necessarily that we put any chicken on it, but it could have splashed. I don't know, and I want to make sure that it's completely clean. Okay, so I know this isn't the fun part, but it's the necessary part. All right. Okay. All right, let me get the boards right here. All right, let me just take this board, okay, and clean this board up. Okay, I want to make sure I get all of I use bleach on them. All right, I just squirt them down, clean them with some bleach, let it bleach sit for a little bit, try to get both sides of it, even though the edges, all right? And over here, I want this done as well, okay? So, and then we'll get right back to action. Okay? Now, underneath my cutting board, I always tell you guys, make sure you have a towel. If you have a granite top, really any top, all right, I would really, really recommend that you put a towel, wet part of the towel, and put it underneath your cutting board. It will keep it from slipping, my friends, all right? And I'll show you, what, and I listen, again, I learned by trial and error. I almost cut my finger off one time where I slipped. Now, if you have your board, okay, we got it cleaned here, right? Now, if I take this board and I got it right here, and I'm using a knife, okay? I grab myself one of my knives, and I'm cutting something, all right? I'm holding it down, right? I'm holding it down. And let me just get this here so you can see this, all right? And let's say I'm moving, and this board has nothing under it right now. There's nothing under the board. Watch, all right? My fingers are here, and this thing slips. Boop, bye-bye. So what you want to do is you want to take always a towel, wet a towel a little bit, all right? Take it, put it down underneath on the counter, okay? Put that there, all right? It holds it. It keeps it from slipping. So I'm sure a lot of you know that, but the ones that don't, all right? The ones that don't, I'm telling you, it'll save you a heartache, all right? And a trip to the hospital. All right, this is out of my way. This is done. Put this away. All right, let's get, I think the next order of business here is not this, not the pizza. I'm not the pizza dough. I think we should do the stuffed peppers. What do you think? Stuffed peppers? Is that Ghetto? Ghetto here? Oh, uh-oh, Ghetto's in-house. Look out. All right. Huh? Do the stuffed peppers? All right. Now, I'm going to do the stuffed peppers. Shouldn't take long. All right. I'm making a mix, and I'll show you what I'm doing with the mix. All right. I'll show you what I got. First of all, I want to use my grinder real quick. And the grinder is just going to chop up my sausage for the, it'll take 2 seconds. So this is what I love about this thing. And again, this is also in my shop, all right? But I can't show you the label. I can't tell you what it is, but you could surmise, all right? I'm going to take one of my bowls that I have here. I'm going to use the clear one right now. Show you how quick this is and how easy. You know, it's not a heavy grinder. It's in the box, which is amazing. All right? And these are extremely, extremely sharp. So these are shields. If you should happen to get one of these, do not throw these away. When you take it off, make sure that when you're done using it, you wash it and you put it right back on. I'm telling you, do not throw this in your sink, okay? And especially if you have dirty dishes in there. Because if you go put your hand in there, you forget about it like I do, you'll cut your fingers really bad. All right, so all we're doing is taking this, I'm just dropping it right in the bowl, okay? There's a little thing, put it right in. Here's the motor right here. All right. Where's the top? Right here. Okay. All I'm going to do, take some sausage, all right? Put it like that. Put that one in there. That one in there. I got 5 sausages cooked in there, all right? Put that on. Put our motor on, okay? Make sure I get the right one on. Is that the right one? Is that the right motor? I don't know. I get the right motor on there. Hold on. No, I mean the right top. Yes, there it is. Okay. All right, I gotta plug it in. And let's see how this works. Okay. All right, there's 2 speeds on it. 2 speeds. All right, I'm putting 1 speed right here. That's speed 1. You hold it down, chopping it up. All right. I put 5 sausages in here. Okay. Now on speed 2. Done. Okay. All I do is take this out. Now before I go any further, I'm going to wash this. I want to put the shields back on and put this away. What's great about this thing is you don't need to have this on your counter. You know, a bulky piece of machinery that you don't use all the time. Now, if you use your food processor all the time and you have one of those really good ones, that's fine. But for me, I don't really use it that much. And when I do use it, it's easy enough to fix. So now I just take the shields, I rinse them off. I'm going to put these back on. These are the safeties. You want to make sure that this is on right here. You don't want to leave it off. Don't let the kids play with this. This is a dangerous but useful tool. Okay? Works great. I even did my coffee beans the other day. They were a little coarse, not as fine as I probably wanted them to be, but it worked. And I've been drinking coffee all week. So, okay? And the last one right here. We're doing it all today. We're showing everybody everything and just showing you if you something you need, you get it. All right, let's unplug this because this is done. Okay, we'll wash the top right here. This is going back in the box. I'm taking this, grab one of my bowls right in. That in the bowl. Okay. It's going back in. Here's the second bowl that comes with that thing. So I'm taking this, putting that right in there. I'm storing this right back in the box. Okay, they're getting stored right back into the box where I got it from. Okay, here's the bottom going right in, putting that in. And wash this real quick. Done. Okay. Going right back in. And I'm out and done with this. Okay. Just going in right there. On top. Put the motor right back in. Over here. I'm done. Bingo. Out of my way. Here's our mix. This is our sausage. All right? Now, I'm going to still pull it. Listen, anything you see me cleaning right now, I am cleaning it to get it out of my way. Everything I use, I clean it again. But for now, I don't want to leave it in my sink. I'm not going to do a full scrubbing. You guys don't want to see that. I don't have the time for it. So that's why I do what I do. So hopefully you can understand that. All right, now I've got some rice. Okay? I got the sausage. I have some rice. Okay? Putting this rice right in here. All it was this, you know, that rice you stick in just some water. That's probably a lot more than I need, but that's all right. Okay? Okay? I want to get my stuffing. This we made out of cornbread the other day. This was cornbread. We took one box of that very famous cornbread box. We made a thing, one box of cornbread from the cornbread mix. We put it very thin in the oven We baked it, we took it out, and we added some onion, apples, and jalapenos to it. Okay? This is the remainder of it. So what are we using? I'm using it. All right? Look. Rice, the cornbread, and the sausage. Okay? But are we done? No, no, no. We are not done yet. All right? Because I want to add to that, if I have it here. All right. Should we add some mozzarella to this, or should we add some cheddar? It's going inside of a pepper. Okay, I'm mixing this right now like this. Pepper, mozzarella, or cheddar. Now I think we're gonna do the mozzarella, and I'll tell you why, because I want to add some grated cheese to this. Okay? Right now we have the rice, the cornbread stuffing, and we have the sausage that we just took 5 sausages and we ground them up. That's our stuffing that we have. All right, so let's get some mozzarella. We'll put the shredded one in, nothing fancy. All right, nothing fancy. All right, let's do the shredded one. See if I have one. Yeah, yep, okay. All right, I'm going to use some whole milk, shredded mozzarella, and I need some cheese. Okay? And I have some shredded parm. So I got some grated cheese going in. I have some shredded parm. It's going in. And we're going to put some mozzarella in there. Just a little bit. Actually, the mozzarella really should just go on top. I think. Yeah. I'll put some. Okay? That's our cheese. Okay, let's mix this all together. And let's get our peppers. And I'm going to be doing a little something different. With the peppers. I have peppers that I got at the store in the area where they clearance. They take the vegetables and they bring the new ones in and they take the old ones. I got 6 peppers for $2.49. And they don't look great, but tell you what, those are the sweetest ones you can get when they get a little bit of pruniness onto them. It's like the sun-dried tomatoes. All right? So, how you doing? Ghetto. How you doing, Ghetto? The ghetto in the house. Ghetto in the house. All right. All right. So, let's do this. Okay? I'm putting them in here. I'm putting them in here. You go, what? You're putting them in a bundt pan? Yes, and I'll show you why. First thing I want to do is get my garlic oil right here. And let's start painting this bundt pan with olive oil, garlic oil. Or you can use olive oil. I'm using the... Why am I using this? Anybody know? Huh? Anybody know? Yeah, that's it. They'll stand up. Okay? Not a lot. All right, let's get our pruny. Peppers. Okay? I'm going to cut them right here. I'm cutting the lids off. I'm going to take the seeds out. So let me get this right here so I can put the seeds on there. Cutting them. Okay. And top off. Pull the seeds out. Okay. Just like that. We're taking this. Okay. Putting this right in here. And we are stuffing this up, baby. Okay. Now that's a stuffed pepper. Look at that. That is stuffed. All right. And I'm going to put it right here. Next. This stuff is easy, my friends. It doesn't take a lot. You can do this. Anyone can do this. You just don't be afraid. Always try different things. See if it works. I don't know if this is going to ever work. Do you think I ever put a red stuffed peppers in a bundt pan? Yes, there is. There's ground sausage. We just ground up some sausage. And we have rice in here. We have cornbread, apples, jalapeno, and onion. Okay? I do have marinara. You could put it on top, sure, if you want to. I'll probably bring it. Bringing this over to my sister's. All right? So, we get these right in there. Nice. This is like a combination of a rice ball. I mean, it's got, okay, a couple more. I mean, it's fun, right? We got mozzarella in here. We have grated cheese in here. We have shredded Parmesan in here. Cornbread. We have corn. We have apples. We have ground sausage, onion, and mozzarella. Stuffed. Nice. A couple more. I never did this before. I really should have my other apron on because you guys think that, oh, this is one of his recipes. This is not one of my recipes. I never did this. I'm making it up as we go along. That's what we do. I have no idea how this is going to taste. I have no idea how it's going to cook. But I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work. All right? That's my hope. My hope is that I think this is going to be fun and it's going to work. And it's Kit Kat's birthday, which is why we did a lot of what we did. And we're not done. And I'm up against the gun trying to get it done. All right, last one. I mean, I could do another one, but probably have enough stuffing in there for one more. Probably should. Yeah. Okay. And it'll keep it nice and tight. So let's take I'm going to take a orange one. No, let's take a red. Keep more red. Okay. Sausage, rice, cornbread, corn, apples, jalapeno, just one, ground sausage, okay, mozzarella, shredded parm, grated cheese, okay. There's our stuffed peppers. What do you think? Huh? What do you think? Huh? Mm-hmm. All right, we're not done with that. I got to do something else here. Hold on a minute. Do I have yet? Am I going to need this though? Am I going to need this? No. Okay. I'm going to pop this in the oven. Okay. And okay. Put one piece of butter on each one of these so that it melts right into it. Okay. Okay. All right. Here's our stuffed peppers. No tomato paste. Nope. We can add anything you want later on. All right. All right. Going in. Chicken's looking good. Okay. Those are in the oven, baking up. Okay. I think we're doing all right. I think we're doing all right. What do you think? You think we're doing okay here? Huh? I put it on a sheet pan? Well, I could put it on a sheet pan. I mean, all right. Okay, let me go. Chef Met Chef said put it on a sheet pan. I'm putting it on a sheet pan. Okay. On a sheet pan, Chef. On a sheet pan. Chef Met Chef just got himself a nice job taking care of at a boys and girls school as the chef feeding all those kids. Boy, they're one lucky group. They're one lucky group there. All right. Let's take a break a minute. Take a quick break. I want a little coffee. Hold on. All right. Let's say happy birthday to our Kit Kat, because this is in honor of her today. All right? It's her birthday. We're doing all this cooking today. Happy birthday, Kit Kat. You like my balloons? And the fire hydrant with the heinies. Those Corgi heinies. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Kit Kat, catastrophic. Catastrophic. The fire hydrant. They're all hanging out by the fire hydrant. I don't know why. Why the door? Ah, there's the hiney. Look, heinies. Poochie heiny. There it is. Look at the poochie heinies. Look at them. Oh, yeah. Huh? Look at that. Fire hydrant. Oh, and all the friends are hanging out. All the friends are hanging out. Ah, wow. All right. Kit Kat's 21 plus today. 21 plus. Like the balloons? Look at these balloons. The balloons for you. The balloons. And the heinies. Oh, the heinies for you. Ah, that's it. That's it. We have fun here. This is what we do. This is what we do. Hey, I think we should, right now, I got to sing Donald Duck to Kit Kat before we do anything. All right? Right now. Let's do it. You ready? Come on. Let's do this, Kit Kat. You know I got to do it. All right? It won't be the only time, but we got to do it right now. We got 400 people on here.
Wait, I got to get on for this. I got to get on for this.
Oh, yeah. There it is. You like my heinies?
Yes, I like the heinies.
The balloon.
It's so catastrophic.
Oh, yeah, the catastrophic girl. All right. This is going to be my favorite time to sing happy birthday to somebody that has been an amazing person, has been the foundation of this life. She has worked tirelessly and has been on 95% of our lives, 95% of the time, and just is just such a pleasure. And she's tough, which is what Uncle Glenn wants. All right?
I'm
But
sorry.
no,
It's
don't
my
be
dad's
sorry.
fault.
You do no, you protect this family and you enforce those guidelines. And you are one of our capos, catastrophic. So
Yes.
that's what it is. All right? So we're gonna
Okay.
sing happy birthday to catastrophic Kit Kat. All right? Here we go. Let me see if I can say it, Kit Kat. All right.
Okay.
Here we go. All right. Oh, that's hard. All right. I'm going to do
The shape
catastrophic
is
Kit
hard
Kat.
and the name is hard to do.
All right. Catastrophic Kit Kat. Catastrophic Kit Kat. Catastrophic Kit Kat. All right. Oh, my gosh. You
You're
make it
doing
so
it.
tough. All right, here we go. Ready? Everybody, let's wish on her. We got 335 people on here, and let's do what this family does best and give a lot of love to our moderator, Catastrophic Kit Kat. All right?
Thank you.
Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
Oh my God. That was excellent. I love
Happy
it.
birthday, Kit
Thank
Kat.
you.
Happy birthday, my friend. Thank you
Oh,
for all
thank
that you've
you.
done. God bless you.
No
May His
problem.
grace be on you in all of your endeavors and all the things that you're about to take on. That He would
Yeah.
mercifully give you the strength, the courage, and He would bless your mom and that He would hold her tightly in His hand.
Thank you.
And I just ask that in Jesus' name for you. Happy birthday.
Amen. Amen.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you, everybody. Okay, I'm getting off so you can get to your cooking.
I know. I got to get back. All right. Here we go. All right. All right. Let's get back here. So we have our pizza dough. We have we have the stuffed peppers in the oven. We have the chicken in the oven. We have our pizza dough, which is probably ready to go. And I have, what else? I got to make the filling for the German cake. All right, let's do that right now. Let's make that so we have it, okay? Because I think we're going to have to let that sit a little bit and cool down, all right, so it becomes separable. So let's do that. All right, let's get a bowl. All right, first thing, we have to cook some of this up. All right, so let's get a pot to do this in. All right, this is going to take a little while. We got to do this on the stove. All right, so we're going to take, here's the procedure. We're going to use a cup of evaporated milk and a cup of sugar. All right, we're going to use 3 egg yolks, and we're going to use a half a cup of butter, some vanilla, and we're going to use some of the coconut. I'm not going to use the coconut right now. I'm just going to pour all that in here, and we have to cook this on the stove. I'm going to say it's going to take probably about 10 minutes to 12 minutes. All right, then we're going to take it off. We're going to let it cool. That is going to be our filling, and we got to make it. All right, so here we go. All right, so let's get that on there. First of all, let's just put it all in here. Let's just do it all in here, and then we'll just pour it all in. All right, so, whoops, sorry. Okay. Okay, ready? I got evaporated milk right here. So we got to use, on here, we want to use 1 cup. I'll just put a cup in there. If there's a little more, I'm using it. Okay. Okay? Okay. Cup of evaporated milk. Right in. All right. We're going to use a cup of sugar. I don't have a dry measure. I got to dry this out now. Hold on. Okay. Okay. So we got to put sugar. And I want to put 1 cup of sugar in here. Okay, we're mixing it all together. Everything's going in here. We're going to put a little vanilla in here. Okay. Butter. All right, 1 stick. All right, 1 stick equals a 1/2 cup. Okay, so that's going in here. All right, I'm just putting it in. All right, we're going to put this in a pot and we're going to melt all this down and cook it. All right, and we got to make, let's see, that. What else I got to put in here? This. Am I missing anything? I think oh no, the eggs. Oh, I got to get eggs. I got to run downstairs and get some eggs. Hold on 1 minute. I'll be right back. Don't leave me. Don't you be leaving me. All right? We got to pull those chicken wings out too. I mean, the chicken out shortly. Eggs. Okay, I'll take this one here. I got that up there. Okay, good. This is making almost like some sort of custard. All right, this filling. And it's what we're going to use. Okay, so okay. So we need 3 egg yolks. Okay, let's get a little bowl. Again, the bowls come in so handy because we're putting egg yolks in those, not the white. Okay. One. I'll save these egg whites. I can use these for something else. 2. Come on. Get out. Hurry. Okay. Take this, get rid of this, get rid of this. All right. Got 1 piece of shell in here I'm going to take out. Good. Okay. I can put this aside. I'll save that egg white for later. All right, we got everything there. I'm going to mix that together. We're going to put it in a pot, and we're going to have to stir that for a while. All right? So we're just going to mix this up right now. Let's get the sugar. That's in here. The egg yolk that's in here. The vanilla. And the condensed evaporated milk that's in here. Okay? We're just mixing this like that. And then I'm going to put this in the pot. And we're going to let this cook. It's going to melt that butter down. It's going to start to thicken and almost become like a custard. Okay? Okay. Okay. Let's go. All right, let's get over here. Let's get the heat on right here. Okay, let's get over to the stove. Hey, if you're new here, you know, family, make sure everybody that's coming in here is following, sharing, joining the fan club. That's all I ask for. We have a lot of people that come through here, but a lot of people we need to expand and grow this wonderful family that we have. Unless you don't think it is. But if you do think it's good, you got to invite, you got to share, and you got to join the fan club. That's all. All right? We got 100,000 taps. You know how quickly we can get to 250,000. And it's just a matter of double tapping. And that's important. It's important for this family. All right? I don't ask you guys. I know you guys will do. All right, here we go. All right, let me just rinse this off. Hold on. I'm letting that heat up. And while that's heating up, okay, we've got to now get ready. What do we got? Oh, I got to get my, a little bit more on that chicken. And I want to start to cut up my things for the chicken here. I think we're going to use, am I putting potatoes? No, I think I'm going to scrap the potatoes. I'm not using potatoes. I'm just going to use onion. I'm just waiting for that to get hot, and then I'm going to start stirring it up. So let me just get the onion ready here. Trying to do multitask and get all this stuff done. All right. So what I'm going to do right now, I have to saute up some onions and some peppers, which I'm going to put to the side because some of them I'm going to use in the roll. If we're able to get to it, honestly, we may have to wait for that. I want to get this cake done. That's the most important thing. And even if we pick it up tomorrow and we do the pizza roll, we can do that if that's okay, Kit Kat. I don't know how, I'm trying. I know you're on a time frame here today, so. I'm coming there. I'm just cutting up some onions right now. That's it. Take me 2 seconds. Don't leave me. Don't you be leaving me. Just be tapping. That's all. Just keep tapping. Follow. Share. All right. I got my onion done. Okay? I got the onion done. And that's the way I got to do things. Okay? All right. This has got to go about, this is going to thicken up. And then I'm going to take some coconut, some pecans, and I'm going to, when this is done, I'm going to put them in there. Okay? The egg is the thickener. Those egg yolks. We didn't put any cornstarch in here. Okay? It's just condensed milk. We have sugar. We have butter, vanilla, and 3 egg yolks. All right? So what we're doing right now is we're cooking this up. It's almost going to be like a custard in a sense. Okay. Got to keep stirring it though. If I leave it, it'll get clunky. I don't want it clunky. I want it to be shiny and syrupy. And then when it cools, we're going to use this to fill our cake with. Okay, it's starting to come together. Yeah, coming together. It's going to start thickening. You can see it on the sides right there. Okay. That's the egg thickening up. Thickening up. The sugar is coming together with it. All right. There it goes. Here it goes. And you get nice and light. Okay. Okay. That's it. Hold on. Let me get a scissor. Cut this. Where's my scissor? Okay. Let me chop up some of these pecans. I have pecans here, but I want to chop these up. I want them a little finer. All right. Okay. Hold on. Let me just take that right here. Some pecans. All right. Okay. I'm going to use my spatula to turn that. And, okay. We're going to let this cool. And this becomes our filling and our topping. Okay. See how it works. All right. Let's let this cool and bring this over here. And let this cool out here for now. And let's keep going. Okay. All right. We got to cook up some onions, some peppers. All right. I'm going to use that pan right there. And I need my garlic oil. Where did I do with it? Come on, here you are. Okay. Okay, let's get that hot. I'm using all the tops that I cut off those peppers. Okay? So that's what we're using. And I have an orange pepper. I have 2 orange peppers, which we're going to use. Okay, what we're going to do there now is build some flavor right there with, this is for the peppers and the onions we can use with the, oh yeah, we got to cook, oh, yeah. You know what? We may not do that. Yeah. I may have to pass on that roll today. And the reason is because it's going to be, I have to cook up the sausage. We won't have the time. So I don't want to, you know, I don't want to mess. I want you out of, be able to be out of here by 3 o'clock. And I know you have a hard stop. So we're going to try to make that happen, Kit Kat, all right? Okay. Well, what we're doing here now, we're going to cook up some onions and peppers. Okay. I'm going to use this for our scaparella. Putting a couple of sausages in here too. Cook these up. Give it a little heat. I'm going to let that sit a minute. Okay? I'm going to add some chicken base to give it some salt. Okay? A little bit. I use the chicken base. They have it in my shop. It has a different one. It's still the same company, but it's a different, it's more of a powder form. It's not in that exact form right there. Putting a little bit of white pepper. All right, we're basically going to be making the topping or the fill for our chicken right here. Okay. Let that cook a little while. Let that go together. It's not going to be on a high heat. Let me check my chicken. Let's see how that chicken's doing. Oh, all right, come on. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna, it's our chicken. Okay. It's not ready yet. I'm gonna put it back in. because I do want it to get really crispy. But it's got a nice look to it. All right. Then we're going to be putting white wine, garlic, and lemon on this with the sausage and the peppers. That's going to be how the dinner is going to play out. All right, so let's get this back in there because I just wanted to I got this on 425 degrees. I can tell you right now, those peppers are starting to brown up real nice. They're getting some good color. Okay? I think we're doing pretty good here. All right? We're doing pretty good? What do you think? Huh? We're doing pretty good? I know it. Hey, I gotta retreat from that one thing. I'm not gonna make the what didn't we do? Oh, stop. Yeah. What we'll do is I'll pick up the I'll do the sausage, or we'll use that pizza dough tomorrow. All right, I can use it. But look at it. It's popping out of here. Just want you to see it. Look at that. Oh yeah, we got to make the salad. Let's make the antipasta salad. All right, I'm putting this in the fridge. All right. This was going to be for our sausage and pepper roll, but we're going to have to slow this process down a little bit right here. All right. Let me get this on top. Wait a minute. All right, and okay. All right. So I make some room. All right. Okay. All right. We got to make our salad. All right. So I got to make room. I got to do a little straightening up over here. Okay. We got our onions and peppers in there. I'm not really worried about them because I'm just letting them cook with the sausage right now. Get all the flavor. All right. I don't have it on a very, very high heat. I'm not putting any potatoes in there because I have the stuffed peppers. You know, that's got the rice, it's got the cornbread in it. So that's going to be the starch for today. Okay, got this, we got that. Got that. Got this right here. This right here. Okay. Just making a little room. I gotta make room. I know this is boring, the boring part, all right? Me trying to get situated, but in order for me to get completed, I have to do what I'm doing here. A little bit. All right. That's out of my way. The bowls, do I need them? Yes, I need the bowls for our salad. Okay. I don't need this. I don't need that. Get that. Okay. All right. I'm going to stir this a minute. Turn these sausage. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's do it. Ready? All right. Let's do it. Start with some lettuce. I'm not using romaine. I'm just going to use an iceberg lettuce, okay? All right? Little trick on the lettuce. When you're using it, all right? You hit it here and it comes right out. or like that. Okay, and then you twist it, and that comes right out. You bang it and twist it. Bang it and twist it. I'm sure you know that already. Now, another thing, when you're using lettuce, okay, if you're going to be only using half of this, you want to take it and you want to break it with your hands. If you cut it with a knife, it's going to brown right away. It oxidizes the lettuce immediately. So, I kind of like, anyway, I'm kind of, oh, look at the choo-choo! Oh, yeah! Oh, Kit Kat. Grandpa, you see that or what? Huh? My Kit Kat sent me that. I'm going to cut it because I'm using this whole thing. All right? So, I'm going to be using the whole lettuce, the head. All right? So, otherwise, I would not be using the knife. Okay? And I don't like to shred my lettuce up. I like it more in, bigger pieces. And this is for a whole family tonight, so we're gonna do this up. All right? Let's do it. Hey, if you're new here, you gotta follow, share, join the fan club. You won't regret it. You're gonna be able to be notified of all of our different events and all the different things that we do. We don't just cook. We cook, we garden, and we go into the street. All right? We go into the street. The Family After Dark. Family After Dark. That's going to probably be one of our most fun shows. All right? We had a great time the other day. All right? So, I'm just telling you. All right? So, all I'm doing right here is loosening this up. Okay? Loosen this whole lettuce up right here. Yeah, the street. Oh, yeah. Yep. Family After Dark in the street. We have a sit down usually first before we go into battle in the street. We find out who our soldiers are. We find out who our made men and made women are. And that all depends on what you're going to be doing when we're after dark in the street. All right? So 9 o'clock, we don't start the battle. We start strategizing. And we find out who is where and who's doing what. All right? Without any organization, we went 3-1 the other day. Once we're organized, forget about it. Forget about it. It's going to be, it's so much fun though, I got to tell you. All right? Oh, hey, come on. No mercy, Mel. No mercy, Mel. Melissa. No mercy, Mel. All right, let's start working this thing up. All right, we're making here, I want to make a kind of an antipasta salad. All right? Antipasta salad. So, let me cut this baby up. Take this thing off. All right? Take this end off. All right? Okay. Now, on this particular cucumber here, hold on. Yeah, everything's looking good. Everything's looking pretty good, my friends. Everything. All right? All right, let me get a peeler. I'm just going to kind of fancy peel it a little bit. All right, just taking the cucumber right here. I'm only taking some of the skin off, not all of it. Okay? It's a very thin-skinned Japanese kind of cucumber. I think that's what they call them. And if they don't, that's what I call it. Okay? All right? Okay. Cucumber. What else? Come on. Hit me with the best shot. Yeah. Come on, what are we putting in here? Let's go. I need some instructions from the family. Little bit. Huh? Oh, well, let's get to the veggies first here. We're putting in some carrot. Okay? Gonna make the salad a little healthy. Ooh, I like that. Artichoke hearts. Wow. Good one. Yeah. All right. Wait a minute. All right. And just get the top skin off of this. Okay, so I can get right into it. Okay, good. Just getting some carrot in here. A little sweetness to it, right? Hold on. I got to take this call. Hold on 1 second. You like my ringtone, huh? No sound still? All right, hold on. You're back? You back? We good? Okay, good. All right, so I got the carrot in here. All right. He's calling me again. I can't take the call. Let me just text him a minute. Okay, I'm back. Can you hear me? I'm back. Okay. All right. You hear me? Okay. All right. You have no idea. You know, today's Sundays, usually a lot of people want to get out into real estate, and especially weather's starting to change up a little bit. They want to get out and start seeing houses and stuff. So it's, you know, I get calls in between, and I do my best to try to accommodate. You know, that's how I set my schedule up. But there are times now getting into the season here where people are just going to be calling and saying, hey, can we get out? I want to see this property. Or I'm, you know, doing open houses for somebody, or one of my team members, you know, needs help. So that's what we do here in New York. You know, if you're interested in ever getting into the real estate business and you're in the New York area and you want to work with Uncle Glenn, let me know. We'll help you get your license and, you know, see if it's the right thing for you. Not for everybody, I can tell you right now. And if you're any place else in any other state, my company is nationwide. So I can help you, hook you up with somebody. So just DM me if that's something you're interested in doing. All right? Let me tell you what we got here. Hold on. Hold on. I got to do this. All right. Moving this stuff around right here. Looks good. Okay, a little more. Okay. So here we have celery, carrots, tomatoes, lettuce. Okay. I'm mixing this all in. All right. Let's get a couple more items in here. Okay. All right. Start hitting me with a couple of ideas here. All right. I have these I want to put in. Okay. How about some mixed green olives? Okay. I'll put some pitted Sicilian olives, green olives, Kalamata. Okay, we get some of these right in there. Nice, nice. Okay. Okay. I'm going to pull that chicken out. Hold on. I got to pull the chicken out. We're multitasking here, my friends. Yep. Chicken's got to come out. Okay, good. Everything's got to come out. All right, good. Oh, yeah. This is good. Chicken's good. Chicken is good. Okay. Yep. Peppers are good too. I'm just going to shut the peppers down. Okay. We got all that. All right. Let's get back here. Let me get some black olives for that. All right. We're going to put some black olives in there. All right. And some artichoke hearts in there. All right. They seal these things so darn tight. Okay. It's good. Okay. Artichokes. Okay, some artichoke hearts in there. Somebody said some red onion in there. Red onion. Let me get some. And, oh, guess what? Oh, no, I got one. Nope, I don't have any. Uncle Glenn doesn't have any red onion. How about a shallot? Can we use shallot? Can we use a shallot or should we use green onion? I don't have any red. Just looked. I use a shallot? Yeah? Okay. All right, we have 45 minutes. All right.
Hi.
Hello, Mama.
What you doing?
How's the dogs?
Go make pee-pee. Go make pee-pee.
All right.
smells good. What do you got going on here?
Yeah, I have the chicken. I have German chocolate cake.
Ooh.
For Kit Kat's birthday.
Today's her birthday?
Yep. It's 21 plus today.
Yeah, I know. I hit that birthday too.
And
21 plus.
That's what she said. She had a lot of pluses. Okay.
Oh, I think you got skin. Grab something.
Yeah.
What kind of a salad is this?
Antipasta
Anything
salad.
Special? Oh.
It's got olives in it, artichokes. It's got tomatoes. Got iceberg lettuce. We're dressing it up now. Now I'm going to hit it with some salami. We're going to hit it with some pepperoni, mozzarella. Okay? I got salami here. I got some mozzarella. I have what else I have here? I had pepperoni? Yes, I had pepperoni. Okay. Okay. No, not that I know of. But you can keep that door open. It's pretty hot. It's hot because the oven's on. Yeah. Is it?
It's cold out.
Still probably 30 degrees out there, right? Okay, mozzarella. Okay, just cut up some mozzarella, cubed it up.
Come downstairs.
Okay. We got salami right here. Some ported salami. I'm going to roll this up like that. And we're going to cut those into ribbons. Okay, cut them up, roll them up, cut them into ribbons. I'm in New York. You know I'm in New York, Frank. Oh, you asking somebody else? Frankie does aerial photography with his drones all over the place. So, hey, chicken's out. I'll show it to you. I had to do stuff without showing you everything because it's getting late and I got to get this done. So, come on. Okay, some pepperoni. Right here. Okay, pepperoni. All right, we're good? We're good? This, my friends, is a good salad right here. Now, I'm not going to dress this right now. I'm going to dress this later because otherwise it'll get all soggy. So we're going to dress this after dinner. I'm not going to be eating today. I'm just cooking today. I'll take a photograph. I'll have my nephew do a couple of critiques. All right? So this is our salad. All right? Now, let's finish up our chicken and don't worry, it's only me. All right. Ready? Let's do this. Let's grab this chicken. Okay, it's nice and crispy, this chicken. What I wanted. Okay? I'm going to take this. Taking some of the flavor, putting it right back on it. This is just the flavor from the chicken. The oil, the garlic oil, the spices. Okay, it's going right back on. We're not wasting it. Okay? Now, I'm not talking a whole lot here because I'm concentrating now on getting everything done. All right? So, no. Put some black olives on that salad. I forgot. Okay. Okay. Black olives are on. This is just staying on here like this. Let that go. All right. Where's my knife? Let me cut these. Let's put some lemon on there. On this chicken. Okay, we're going to start put some lemon on it. It's going to absorb right into that flavor. There's a lemon. Going to be a lemon garlic kind of a chicken here. Okay, we're getting all the flavors in right now. It's already salted. One more. I used 3 lemons on this. Okay. I'm getting some lemon on the bottom of the pan here too. Okay? And we're not done with this, so. Okay, 3 lemons. Boom. All done. Squeezed on there fresh. All right? Now. Garlic. Okay? You know this garlic is already cooked. Nice. All right? It's like butter. it'll melt. This is just going to melt right where it is. Okay? Look at that. Just crushes up. This is a lemon garlic chicken right now, like a scaparella. Okay? Okay? I'm adding some white wine to this bottom. A sausage is going right in. Okay? Onions, peppers, right in. Okay, this is going on the bottom of the pan, the juice. Basil. There it is. Okay, I'm putting this back in the oven now. All right, putting this back in the oven. This is going to be going back in the oven uncovered. And it's just going to steam up that white wine, the garlic, everything. It'll be ready to go. I'll cover it just before I leave. So we're going to take that. The oven's going to go on low. Okay, I'm putting it on 350. So it keeps cooking a little bit. Those roasted peppers are coming out. And we're going to finish our cake. Okay? Here's the roasted peppers. Roasted peppers, my friends. Huh? What do you think? Come on. These are stuffed with sausage, cornbread, apple, onion, jalapeno, rice. Okay? We did it in a bundt pan so they would stand up with garlic oil and garlic. All right. Let's finish our cake. All right? Let's finish our cake. All right, let me get a plate. All right. Here we go. Hope it works. Ready? See if this works. Look good to me. Where's our frosting? Okay, here we go. Kit Kat, this is for you. All right? It's got coconut filling with sugar and eggs, vanilla, pecans, sugar. This is Uncle Glenn's first attempt at making German chocolate cake. This is for our Kit Kat. Her birthday. All that my mods do for me, this is the least that I can do. All right? The least. They volunteer their time. They're so generous with their gifts. They just keep this family growing and loving on each other. And I got to tell you, it's a wonderful, wonderful experience. And I'm the one that's blessed. I am the one that is blessed here. All right? All right, hold on. Are you ready, family? Are you ready? Let's all wish our mod, Kit Kat, Catastrophic, a happy birthday. Okay? Thank you for all that you do. I appreciate all of what you have done. And I look forward to what you will be doing. All right? This was for you. I promised you. You asked, you got it done. And you know what? We did it in time. And so now, just in a regular, no duck, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kit Kat. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Kit Kat. And may God's grace be on you and your family. We did it. We did it. Yeah. All right. In due time, we have our antipasta salad that we made. Okay. Oh, look at that thing! Kit Kat! Oh, whoa! Oh, thank you for the diamond gun. Thank you, thank you. Oh, that's so nice, you guys. Thank you for the hand horn, Lynn. Always right there, Lynn. Ah, this is our antipasta salad. This is Rose, Ariel, Drone. Thank you, thank you. Here are our stuffed, roasted peppers, stuffed, that we made. Okay? We made a pizza dough. We didn't get to finish it. We're going to have to do that tomorrow. Okay? We did chicken scappardella, lemon garlic with sausages and onions and peppers. And we made a German cake, chocolate cake, for the first time ever. And to me, I think it looks pretty good. So I think we got a good dinner. My sister should be happy. And I am just so happy that you guys have taken the time on this Palm Sunday to spend time with this family. And I just want to thank you all. And I would ask you just to follow, share, and join the fan club. And if you missed any of this, it's uploaded on another place. I can't say it, but I am Uncle Glenn 2. Just look for Uncle Glenn 2 and the full video, the full of all my videos. If you want to see something that you missed, just go there. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and take a peek. All right? All right. I'm kind of like, I don't know. I'm just going to dress it with an Italian seasoning. I'll make an Italian seasoning up later. I don't like to dress it too far. We're not going to eat probably until about 4 o'clock, 4:30. I just wanted to make sure that I got everything done that I was going to do for Kit Kat because she has a hard stop at 3 o'clock. So we did what we could. And you can watch it, Robin. You can watch it. Just go, you know where you got to go to see it. All of it is uploaded on another place. All right? I can't tell you where because I'll get a violation. But I am Uncle Glenn number 2 everywhere. All right? And tomorrow, I think we're going to pick up where we left off. And if the weather is nice, I'm going to get out into the garden early. And then we'll do a little cooking later on. Will you guys be jumping in? You want to do that? Or you wanted me to give you a rest? You're sick of me already. Huh? Yes, we finished the cake right here. With the candles, and we blew them out, Karen Ann. It looks really, really delicious. All right? So, we'll be cutting into it later, and we'll be doing some critiquing. See how the family... it'll be early. It depends on the weather. The weather's nice. I'll probably get in the garden. I got to do my morning work. After all my emails are done, if I have any Zoom calls, I may have to get on. If not, then we'll... I don't know exactly. But it'll probably be anywhere from 10:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time to 12:30 if I get on in the for Farm to Table to Soul. If not, then we'll be on tomorrow cooking at probably 5:30. That's usually the time that we start. And the schedule will be we'll be on like Tuesday, Monday or Wednesday or Tuesday and Thursday. We're going to try to keep our the family after dark 9 p.m. on Fridays. So that's what the plan is. So we're hoping that it'll work out. Okay, so take a good look at this. Kit Kat, have a great day. Family, thank you all for being here. I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow, God willing.